Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesdays Live in the Get Unstuck series. I'm Sarah Archer. If you don't know me, I'm a career and leadership coach working with mid to senior professional women to achieve career success. And the Get Unstuck series is broadcast live on LinkedIn and on my Facebook group, the Love What You Do Lounge. So if you are joining me on this wet and cold Wednesday, do say hello. Do let me know that you are here. And today's topic is something I think you'll find very useful. So we're going to be talking about the secret sauce to achieving your career goals, because often with my clients, they'll set themselves goals and then they'll find it hard to achieve them. So we work on, okay, what do you need to do to make those goals reality? Because anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So if you're here live, do ask me questions. Do put comments into the chat. If you're watching on replay, hello. Just tag me if you've got a question and I'll come back and answer the question later on for you. So the Get Unstuck series is every Wednesday. It's around 15 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. And it's useful information, inspiration, tips, techniques, tools to help you with something in your career. And if you are looking for previous lives, they are in the featured section of my LinkedIn profile or in the guide section of the Facebook group. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, please do join me in the lounge, the Love What You Do Lounge. So let's dive into today's topic. So obviously, we all set ourselves goals, don't we? Often at the beginning of the year, but it could be throughout the year. And I've been guilty of this in the past as well, setting myself goals and then just forgetting about them. They're just gathering dust in a drawer or in my brain somewhere. And you're like, what happened to that goal that I set myself at the beginning of the year? But, it's hard, isn't it? Because you're doing your day job as well, which can be full on, overwhelming, busy life. Our career goals, the things we want for ourselves, can sometimes fall to the bottom of the list or just get missed. But the danger is if we don't achieve those goals, if we're not pushing ourselves to achieve the goals that we want, then we can drift in our careers, we can plateau, or we can even kind of get left behind. And that can affect our motivation, it can affect our enjoyment, and it can affect our ability to create the kind of success that we want. So whether that's promotion, pay rises, impact, whatever it might be. So what I'm going to talk about today is the kind of secret sauce that you need to be able to achieve your goals. And that is to be able to really connect with them. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. I've got 6 steps for you to follow to help you really connect with the goal that you want to achieve. So the first step, which is not rocket science at all, is to write your goal down. So get it out of your head, get it onto a piece of paper or somewhere on your phone, somewhere on your laptop, but actually write it down because we're going to work with it. And it could be an immediate goal. So it might be something like, I want to take the lead in the next project that I run, or I want to make a proposal or a presentation to the senior leadership team. Or it could be something that's a bit more medium term. It might be, I want to get promotion this year. But we want it to be specific, because if the goal's a bit like, well, I want to kind of be better at what I do, or I want to feel more confident, it's not specific enough for us to connect with. So we really do need to kind of try and make it as specific as possible. And it doesn't have to be lots of goals. It could just be one. And it could be for, you could divide it up. Okay, for this month, this is my goal, or the next 3 months, this is my goal. But, you want to actually have a specific goal that you're writing down. And then step 2, which is this kind of really important part and often isn't included in our goal setting process, which is why we don't make progress with our goals, is to ask yourself, what is my purpose and how does that connect to my goal? Okay, so it could be, I want to stretch and learn and grow, or I want to earn X amount to enable me to have X kind of lifestyle, or I want to influence change in some way. I want to achieve a challenge or a milestone for myself. So really think about your why. What's your purpose? Why are you doing what you do? And write that down next to your goal. Okay, so we've got our goal, then we're collecting our kind of why or our purpose, and then we're on to step 3, which is connecting your values to your goal, to your why. Okay, so maybe that's around having integrity, having challenge, making a difference, having creativity, being true to yourself. And if you're not sure what your values are, and we're talking about our kind of work values, because obviously we have life values as well, but our work values are part of our, what's important to us, what enables us to kind of feel motivated and engaged is if we're working to our why. If you struggle with that, message me. I can give you an activity to help you identify your values. But this will inspire you. So knowing how you can link your goal with your values and your why, it will give it more meaning and it will give it more power. And that will help you with your motivation to achieving that goal. Okay, so we've got our specific goal, we've connected our purpose, our why to that goal, and then we've identified our values and how they fit with that goal and that why. We've written all that down. Then we are on to step 4, which is really kind of connecting all those things together. And that's by doing some visualization around how you'll feel when you achieve that goal. Okay, so taking a bit of time out to maybe find a quiet space where you can imagine what your life will be like when you achieve that goal. Okay, so it might be, say, your goal's to start a side hustle alongside your day job. So imagining, visualizing how your life would change, what that sort of side hustle would enable you to do or to experience or to feel, how that whole thing makes you feel if you've actually been able to achieve that goal. So you set it for yourself and then you've enabled it and you've made it happen. And then how that also satisfies those values. Okay, so maybe your side hustle is about having more creativity in your working life. Maybe it gives you more potential flexibility. So really linking it with your values. Okay, and then step 5, you are ready to then plan. Okay, so breaking down that goal into the key actions that you need to take that you can again write down and capture in some way so they're visible to you and you can then celebrate them when you achieve them. So most people kind of go from step 1, identifying my goal, straight to step 5. Okay, what are the actions I need to take? How do I break it down? But actually steps 2, 3 and 4 are super important. So really being able to connect your goal with your purpose, your why, then connecting it with your values, and then visualizing it. And it doesn't take a lot of work. It might sound like, oh gosh, there's a lot of steps in this process, but actually they won't take a lot of time, unless obviously you need to do perhaps a bit of prep work around your values and your why. But really being able to connect them will enable you to really power through and achieve those goals. And then we've got step 6, which is obviously paying attention to our mindset, because obviously we want to have a mindset that is feeling enabled, is feeling positive about making those goals happen. So it's noticing, okay, are there blockers that are coming up for me as I'm going through this process? Am I kind of identifying all the problems that could occur? Excuse me. And then having a mindset that is about, okay, well, let me think about what are the ways around that I can solve those potential blockers. So say it's leading the project, maybe it's about, okay, well, I can see that there could be other people that might want to lead that project too. So maybe one of my solutions to that is to actually be having a conversation with my manager as soon as possible about why I could be the best person to lead the next project, and selling through to them the things that I'd be bringing that would make me a good leader of that project. Rather than just waiting until that project comes online, I'm laying the foundational work now. So it helps you to then really think through how you might plan out the success of your goal. So, but also thinking about your mindset in terms of energy and what you need to sort of shake things up a little bit. So it could even just be starting your day differently. So it might be that having some kind of energy or creativity that starts your day could give you a different perspective on achieving your goal. Or maybe you want to create in some kind of mindfulness or meditation at the beginning of your day that can help you feel more empowered to achieve your goal. So thinking about what you need in terms of having a positive mindset can also enhance your ability to achieve your goal. So let me just run through those steps for you. So we've got step 1, which is about being specific and identifying your goal, and again the time frame. So often we set ourselves goals for the year, but it could be about some specific initial goals that are more in the immediate term. Then connecting your goal with your purpose. So why am I doing this? Then adding in your values. How does my goal link to my values? How does it enable my values? Then step 4, bringing it all together and just visualizing how it will feel to achieve that goal. Also, what are the benefits to achieving that goal to you? Step 5, breaking it down, making a plan for yourself about how you're going to do it. And step 6, paying attention to your mindset, identifying any blockers and solutions, and thinking about creating energy or reflection time in your process to enable you to achieve those goals. So I'd love to know what you think. Have you tried that? Have you used some of those elements? Have you got a specific goal you want to achieve in the next month before the year end? Or if you're thinking about January in terms of resetting your career goals, maybe think about how you can build this 6-step process into that goal setting. Maybe over the Christmas period, you're going to do some thinking about the goals for yourself for next year, but making sure you are moving forward with your goals. And obviously, if you need any support or help with that, just message me. I'd love to support you, and let me know how you get on with my 6-step process. And I'll see you back here next Wednesday for another live. Hopefully my voice isn't going to give out before then. And have a great rest of the week.